I said I was done with the Acolyte. Apparently not. What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I'm DJ, actually talking black guy, and for the first time, hit that like button. So I said last time I did a live stream that I was done talking about the Acolyte. Y'all know my view on this show. Lots and lots of problems. Didn't hate it for the reason that people were hating it for. I thought it was bad writing. A lot of stuff could have been better. There's a lot of bad writing. Anyways, but I said I was done talking about the show. I was kind of glad it was over and talk about it, but my headphone keeps falling off. But pitch meeting, they did the Acolyte, so we gotta dive in this. I haven't done a pitch meeting in a long time, so let's see what they got and what's what does he say? Barely inconvenience for this one, which the whole damn show was barely inconvenience. So let's see him point out all the plot holes for this one. Here we go. Spoilers, yeah.
So, you got some new Star Wars content for me? Yes, sir.
Yeah, we do.
In this one, we're going to be following OSHA. Amazing. Occupational safety is very important.
Exactly.
Right, but also that's her name, and she's going to be falsely accused of a crime. What's the crime? Well, her sister May's going to have this big old fight against a Jedi named Indara, who I figure we could get Carrie-Anne Moss to play. Trinity? Oh boy, that'll be a big draw for the show. So what does she do?
Die in the first episode.
Okay, well, I'm still going to pretend like she's a main character when we promote the show. Sounds like a good idea.
Damn right.
May and OSHA look exactly alike, and everybody thinks May is dead, OSHA gets blamed. Was she nearby? Not even a little bit. She was off putting out space fires.
Exactly.
But a bartender saw her, so. Space fires? Fires in space, that's right. So she gets arrested.
You know, yeah, that makes sense. Does not make sense.
By robots. They think she killed a Jedi, so they put her on an unmanned ship. That's what we're going with. So this ship ends up crashing, and then she reunites with her old Jedi Master Soul. Okay. And she explains to him, like, hey, I think my sister might be alive, but he's like, no, I watched her die. Yes.
But you didn't, though. That's the thing. Soul, I like Soul to start with, but then he just got on my freaking nerves.
Sounds like there's some history between these two. Oh, there sure is, sir. That's the whole basis of the show. But to explain that, we're gonna have to go back 16 years. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'll just tell you what happened. Okay, yeah, that's better for me. So OSHA and May were raised by a bunch of space witches, and May wants to become a space witch, but OSHA doesn't really wanna. There are career...
Listen. The little girls, they were cute and everything, but they were horrible actors. They were just bad actors.
Paths other than space witch, sure. So then they're having this big ceremony to become space witches, and they do this little chant. A chant? Yeah, they're like, the power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Yeah, that was everybody's reaction. And you got the hot girl in the background.
So anyway, then Soul and some other Jedi show up, and they maybe want to train these kids to become Jedi because they have a high M count. M count? You mean midichlorians? Well, yes, but people made fun of that, so now I'm scared to say it out loud. Fair enough. So they do some tests on these girls, but then this Padawan really wants to go home, so he rushes back to the temple confrontationally. That's his motivation. He wants to leave ASAP. He doesn't like the food he's currently eating, so he risks and ruins everything. Understandable, I guess.
It was over food, wasn't it? That idiot.
So what happens? Well, the Mother Witch turns into a big, scary smoke monster, so Soul kills her with a lightsaber. Close one. Actually, no, he shouldn't have, because she's like, I was gonna let OSHA go, become a Jedi.
Well, why didn't you let her go?
Into a scary monster then. Yeah, well, if there's no miscommunication in the show, then there is no show. Oh, interesting storytelling technique. So then all the witches get together and possess this Wookiee Jedi, but when Trinity breaks that possession...
You know, but it took me forever to get my Wookiee scene, so... And remember, this is all flashback stuff, so...
And all the witches die. Why? Because I need all the witches to die. That works. And also
for no reason.
Mad that OSHA didn't want to become a space witch, so she starts a little fire and locks all the doors. Sounds like an OSHA violation for sure. Yeah, and this place is made of stone, so the fire spreads quickly. What? And then Soul finds himself in the situation where each...
You know, I didn't even think about that. The place is made of stone, and that fire spread like someone poured gas over the place, so... Again, the show has so many inconsistencies.
Is standing on a collapsing platform, and his force lift isn't strong enough for both platforms, so he just saves OSHA. Why not force lift the girls? And
I was about to say the same thing. Why can't you just force lift them? We see them do it all the time. Hell, freaking, what's her name? Just did it after learning her force powers, and Ahsoka lift the whole man like 100 feet in the air. So Soul, as a trained Jedi, should be able easy been to lift those girls.
Instead of the platforms they're on. Hey, shut up. And so that crazy night sets
Say,
the
hey,
stage
shut
for
up.
this whole story.
Hey,
Wow,
shut
well,
up.
that's going to be a
Yeah.
pretty intense show intro for sure. Oh, no, what I just described as a mystery spread out over multiple episodes. Stretching things out is tight. Paradoxically, yes. So then what happens? Well, because of that night, 16 years later, May is killing the Jedi involved with that, and she's working with this guy, Chimere. Okay. And also there
Chimere was the best part of the show.
Around, but we don't know who he is. Is it Chimere? I mean, who else would it be? Yep, that's a good point. I'm still going to drop it as a big reveal.
I mean, we were all speculating it was the Horn Lady, but yeah, Chimere made sense.
Episodes in, okay? Sure, sounds good. So this guy really wants May to kill a Jedi without using a weapon. How come? He thinks that would be a pretty cool little dark side challenge. That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, because it
made no sense to do it.
He goes nuts and kills practically all the Jedi that Osha was rolling with. Oh my God. And in all that chaos,
with
Osha and May switch places. Oh, they do? Yeah, and it looks like May is going to stab Soul, but then she doesn't.
So dumb.
Yeah, because she doesn't want it anymore, you know? Who's to say why characters do what they do?
Yeah, why she flip-flopped a million times in the show.
Can you imagine? That'd be nuts. Well, anyway, meanwhile, Osha is hanging out with Chimere the Sith. Hanging out? Yeah, she follows him around. He takes his clothes off, shows her his Sarlacc pit. Oh my God. So now that he murdered all her friends and flashed her his space junk, she's kind of into what he has to say about the dark side. Okay. But then she puts on his cool helmet and gets a vision of where May is. Oh, she does? Yeah, because the season's almost over and I need them to reunite, so she just has a vision of where to go next. Nice. So all the characters end up on that witchy planet where this whole thing started. It's like poetry, it rhymes. It's like poetry, it rhymes. That's right. So there's going to be a big showdown between Chimere and Soul. And then
yeah, we had good fight scenes.
Very exciting. And then Osha's going to find out that Soul killed their mom, so she wants to kill him. Well, it's going to be tough for her to kill an experienced Jedi Master. Nope. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because now that she's angry, she can do dark side stuff, so she force chokes him to death. So he doesn't explain that her mom had turned.
It gets so powerful so quick sometimes. Like I say, he's a master Jedi, and she just able to take him out easily. I know he wasn't fighting back, but still.
Monster? No, because proper communication would get in the way of the story I'm trying to tell. Right, okay, keep going. So there's no Soul. Nope. And then also that guy died. What? So then what happens? Well, then Osha agrees to train with Chimere and let him show her the dark side. Oh, he flashes her again? No, like the dark side of the Force. Oh, okay. And then he wipes May's memory, which is a thing he can do. Why? So she can't remember.
It's
but
convenient.
Then the Green Lady blames everything on Soul, and we're done. So what do you think? It's okay. I just feel like it's missing something. It is.
Writers.
What key ingredient we missing here? Oh, I got it. You know what it is? We got to do that thing. You know that thing where we sprinkle in glimpses of established characters and selectively recycle content we own as if that were a way to sustain long-term engagement? Right, that's what it is. I'll toss a few cameos in at the end.
Yoda,
keep the brand alive.
Oh, man, as always. Fish Meeting does such a good job.
This is Ryan George from the
Mr. Ryan George. I appreciate you every single time. My friend, make sure you go to the channel and subscribe. Hey, he said it all. It's basically how we felt for the majority. I know people there liked it. My boy Danny loved it. Which, hey, you like what you like. I more 50-50. I think I gave it a C- after the show, but I mean, obviously you see it. It's so many plot holes and inconsistencies in that show. And it's a bad writing. I mean, it was just, for all that money they spent, that's what we got. Other than the cool fight scenes and lightsabers and stuff, I mean, it is what it is. But I promise, this is the last time I am talking about the Acolyte. I'm putting it in the past. No more Acolyte. I promise you guys. But I guess leave a like, you can comment if you want, but we're not talking about Acolyte no more on this channel. Tune in, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.